Good Morning Sunshine on YouTube since the last time I was just explaining what I was doing. So worst part so far about this is that it doesn't show you a preview what you're gonna look like. So I don't even know my setup, and then I get on, I'm like, oh, I look like this. So you're welcome, raw and authentic. Callie Carroll, that's what you get. As you jump on, say Good Morning Sunshine. I know people are starting to just now realize you need to subscribe below to get the notification that I'm going live. You're used to Facebook where you get all of the notifications of my lives. So this is different, and you actually have to have that separate step. I will share this across to Facebook afterwards, but it will just be a rewatch. So if it ends up being more rewatches, that's great. But just know if you subscribe, then you'll get a notification and then like the video afterwards, even if you're like, I don't know if I like it yet. Well, maybe you will. Unlike it if you don't like it, you guys. As you jump on, say Good Morning Sunshine, #GMS. Share with me something you are grateful for today. It's how we start every Good Morning Sunshine, which is a regular dose of happiness, you guys. I do this on a regular basis, helping people go from here to there in their lives, talking about an assortment of subjects. And it's also something that I do to personally dive into subjects further. We talk about a powerful morning routine, being your savers, led by Hal Elrod, silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. So today, if you could share with me something you're doing in terms of your affirmations. How are you leading towards stepping into your greatest self? So share an affirmation. We do like to comment below. So in the comments bar, you might comment like 10 times during this video. So first say Good Morning Sunshine, then share with me something you're grateful for. I am so grateful for the opportunity to try a new platform and see how it works. And I am bomb-ass grateful for Nikki, which is what I'm going to talk about in a couple minutes. Then something about your affirmations, you guys. I am awake. That's going to be my affirmation for today. Okay. So, authentic conversation today, always authentic conversation, but let's see Callie be human for a couple minutes. And I honestly, you guys, I'm like, where do I even start to have this conversation? Because this morning was amazing, challenging, eye-opening, awakening, so many different things. But that's what life is when you decide to work on yourself. All right. It gets you uncomfortable. It pushes you out of your zone for sure. And sometimes you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even choosing to do this? It's so hard. But then things happen. You're like, this is why. This is so amazing. So conversation today, right? Empathy versus being an empath. Having empathy versus being an empath. So first of all, let me explain having empathy. This is my preconceived notion of myself. I have empathy. I'm able to choose empathy for people in their situations. So what this means is feeling or receiving the perception of someone else in their situation. So right now, you could pick anybody in your life, anybody, right? And put yourself in their shoes. Don't take their shoes off and trade them shoes. That would be really weird. Or do and take a picture. I don't know, right? Put yourself in their shoes. What's going on for them in their world right now? Right? Maybe they're experiencing a lot of challenges with their current marriage. What does that feel like for them? What is their worry like every morning when they get up? What are their emotions like? What does their heart feel like? What are they having to deal with on a regular basis in communication with divorce lawyers and with their children and explaining things, right? Okay, there's an example. Maybe it's the empathy of someone who just lost their job and they can't afford their regular bills. What do you think it feels like for that person? To have to ask for help and support, to be questioning if they're going to be able to pay their light bill, their next light bill, to be, seeking out maybe hand-me-downs, not because they love hand-me-downs because they're freaking cool for everyone, but because literally they can't afford clothing for their children. What would that be like to be that person? That's a choice of feeling empathetic. And I believe for all of us in building relationships with people, choosing to discover empathy and feeling empathetic for their situation is so great because it can help us relate to what's going on so we can change how we show up to the conversation. Because sometimes we're assholes because we're not thinking about what's going on in their life, right? You're so pissed off at so-and-so because they just said what they said, or they did what they did, or they were short with you, or they didn't remember to call you. But guess what? They have real, legit, bad life. They have something going on in their world that sucks right now. And you're being an asshole because you're expecting them to show up a certain way because you're not being empathetic. Okay? So I feel like all of us have the ability to choose empathy, but what does it mean to be an empath? All right, so let's get into this awakening here. And I don't even know. I think that this probably like times me out at a certain time on YouTube. So if it times me out, then I'll have to finish the conversation later. But here we go. Okay, so I am currently my current like mission and my current passion is finishing the triangle of my business. Okay. And right now I am really awesome at helping people with their mind and body health, their health, their physical health. I've helped people, right, lose hundreds of pounds, 20 pounds, put on weight. They just get badass results, right? Project Me does an amazing job of that. And I have this beautiful program for helping people with their mind health with I Am Journey, helping people step into their gratitude and their affirmations and good morning sunshine and all these things, right? But I'm missing this piece of the triangle, which is our souls. You guys, it's our us that lies within the body, right? That has the mind. It's the person that's within. And the realization that I've had is in order for me to fully do what I'm set out to do and change the world and help people to the greatest ability, I have to figure out how to coach and connect to people and do it on a vibrational cellular, not soul, right? So it's not cellular. I just made that word up. You guys, level. That's the missing piece of my triangle. So I'm diving into all of this energetic practice. I'm going to see I don't even know what I call her, you guys. My Nikki, I'll just call it that, right? Where I go and we dive into conversations about our energy and how we're showing up. So today I just got done with I call it my awaken sessions because my previous sessions I wasn't awake yet and I'm getting there now, right? Today was like really freaking enlightening. And I had these moments where I was like, holy fucking shit, are you serious? That's what's been going on. That's what's been going on for the last 41 years. Oh my gosh. And it's me getting myself uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm paying this woman to make me feel uncomfortable in such a beautiful way so that I can grow, right? So here I am. I dive into this conversation and I don't know if I can see comments, you guys. If you comment, if you're there, say good morning, sunshine. So I know that you're there. I'm still learning Facebook or YouTube Live. Okay, I'm used to Facebook. All right, so we start talking about how, you guys, I don't connect with humans. I was going to call this why I don't have friends. I thought about calling it why I don't have friends. I literally keep everyone in my world at more than an arm's length difference for all sorts of reasons that I previously thought until today. Okay. Because I'm like, here's some things. I don't want to get hurt by them. I don't like people who disrespect my time. I don't like people sucking my energy. Like I feel like some people will like reach out and they want to communicate with me because they want to latch on and they want to just suck out all my energy and then they want to walk away feeling all great, right? I have these different like visuals of why I don't let people in. And I didn't bring this up. She brought this up before I even knew it, right? She's like, okay, so I see all of your different relationships in your life and all of them have like a little baby like string. Like I'm barely connected to them. And you guys, if you're on here watching and you're one of my people, you know what I'm talking about because you're one of them, right? Barely connected, connected, right? But not all the way, like not all the way into like who my humans are. And not that you should be connected like this with everybody, but you should have connections. Okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just keep listening. Okay. So I have all these little strings of connections where I don't really allow people to fully be with me and who I am. And I know this. I've known this for a long time. When I did Landmark a while ago, you guys, I was like, oh my gosh, I push everybody away. I literally make it so I'm not going to get hurt when somebody just picks up and leaves. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Everybody leaves. Of course. Right? They all go at some point. They all have an excuse to burn the bridge or move away or quit working with you or whatever. Like they all go at some point. So I'm just not going to really get too close to them because then I won't get hurt. This is what I was thinking. All right. So let's get back to empathy versus empath, right? So we're having this conversation. I'm agreeing with Nikki and I'm like, yes, you're right. Of course, like I start to feel these feelings, like, right. Tears are coming out. Apparently I'm out of tears because I'm not crying now because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true about myself. And I've got to work on having connectedness because for me to truly shine the light that I want to in the world, I have to learn how to build those connections. So we're doing this different work of my energy space and these lights and all this different stuff I can't explain, but we'll keep explaining in our programs, but it's wacky and it's amazing. I'm like, yes, I can work on this. I will get better at connecting. So we're closing the conversation, right? After all of this. And I said, hey, Nikki, let me ask you something. You've said multiple times that I'm an empath and a healer and a light worker. But how do you know that? Because I don't know that. And I said, it's probably because everybody is, right? Everyone is. Every single person out here who, like, you all are, you're just deciding whether or not you want to tap into the ability or not. And she's like, no. Everybody is not. So this is a message for some of you, actually for all of you, because there's people in your life that are, and some of you are, okay? She's like, this is not common. This is not the norm. But when I, like the way I know, she says, I just know instantly. I feel it. Like somebody walks into my room, walks in my presence, and I know. But most people don't know, and they don't know that they are, or they can't figure it out, right? And most people aren't. So you have the ability to be empathetic, but are you an empath? Like, so I was thinking about it. I'm like, people have given me books in the past, and I'm like, I open it up. I'm like, not me. Nope. Shove the book on the shelf. That's not me. Like, so closed off to it. Right. And I like, now I'm going through all the different occasions, like, oh my gosh, people have been telling this forever. Like, I'm a pearl. In our business, we call it being a pearl, like where you're emotionally connected to things on a higher level. And I'm like, that's not me. My dad taught me, like, you don't cry when you're hurt. You like step up, level up, pull up your big girl panties, like get this shit done, like go to work. Like that's what I'm used to. Like it's all about the abrasiveness, like the Ruby is what we call it, like the competitor, the aggressiveness. That's me. I'm not the one who feels the feels. I'm not the one who loves on the dolphins and wants to be near the ocean. Like, this is what I thought about myself. Who doesn't want to be near the ocean? Let's be honest, right? So as Nikki said, she's like, I just know. And so all of a sudden, you guys, you should have seen like everything spinning around me. I'm like, holy crap, this makes so much sense. Okay, so I started remembering some different moments in my past, which I'll go through in a moment. But, let's do that first. Okay, so I started thinking back, and I want you to think if this is you. Like, are you the person that you don't have to be pregnant to cry at the commercial? Like, you watch a movie, like every time I watch the movie Wonder, every freaking time, you guys, I'm going to bawl my eyes out 12 different times because my heart is feeling what the actors are feeling. Like, I can feel their pain, right? Is that you? Right? So I want to know, like, or share with me some of your experiences of feeling other people's feelings. So I was at my husband's grandmother's funeral, and we had just been dating married for not too long. And I didn't even really know his grandma. I'd met her a handful of times, and I'm in the service and I'm crying. You guys, I'm crying and I'm sad. I'm emotional about it. And like his sister comes up to me afterwards and she's like, wow, you must have been really close with her, huh? Good morning, Sunshine Lori. And like, it made me feel guilty for feeling sad. I was like, oh man, like they deserve to feel sad. I don't deserve to feel sad. I didn't know them, but my heart freaking hurts. And do you know why it hurts, you guys? I could feel every person's heart in the room. All their sadness, all of their grief, all of their memories, all of their lost hope of this woman that was gone. No, I didn't know her, but I could feel their pain. Is that you? Can you literally feel within your heart other people's pain? So I was starting to connect the dots. And even though I say I'm not an empath, I know how to have empathy, but that I'm not an empath, I was like, wow. Okay, so signs are pointing towards that. I do see what you're saying, Nikki, right? And then I connect the dots. Here you guys go. This is where I'm authentically just sharing about myself, because apparently a lot of you don't think that I'm human. You don't think that I have baggage. You don't think that I'm fucked up. You don't think that my history's like a disastrous mess. You guys start watching Good Morning Sunshine more often and you're going to see the real deal. Yeah, 90% of the time am I happy-go-lucky sharing? Absolutely. But the times where you catch me when real life is going on, I'm still going to share when I'm bawling in bed and I can't handle myself, when I have the realization that I have been fearful all of my life. And we can go into that in a second. Like there, you see the real me if you keep watching. Okay. And not that I'm going to choose to share that every single day, because that's not going to motivate you guys, but I'm like, this is my authentic self. This is what I'm sharing. As I connected those two pieces, Callie doesn't have friends, right? And she's an empath. These are the two things that I'm connecting. And I have friends, you guys, you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't have close connections and relationships. Here's what it is, you guys. I've been so guarded and so fearful of letting people in on a connected, close level, not because, I mean, there could be a little bit of like the energy sucking and the different pieces of that, right? Of the disrespect of time or whatever, but mostly, you guys, because I don't want to have to feel and own the pain that you're feeling, because everything that you're going through, my heart feels. I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder I push everybody away. No wonder I push everybody away, because to feel all of that and feel like I have to own your pain, it's too much. I can't go back to my childhood. I can't go back to that, you guys. I was so scared as a kid, all growing up, like so scared of everything, of being kidnapped and murdered and raped and taken from my bed at home. And I didn't sleep at night. And I was like, God, I was the most worried child ever. You wouldn't. Oh, okay. Resumed? Yes. Okay. I'm resumed. Sorry, you guys. I got a call. I didn't know how to stop that. I guess I need to go and do not disturb when I do this. Okay. So I was so freaking scared as a child, and I don't want to let that back in. I don't want to let negative energy in. Like when people are negative around me, you guys, I leave the room. If they start talking about, especially about people being harmed, women being harmed, kids being harmed. My parents who are in social work and detective, like if they're talking about their business, I literally shut down. I can't even handle it because my heart fucking hurts so bad. And I'm like, this makes sense. No wonder I don't let people in, because I think that in order for me to shine light into them, that I have to own their sadness as an empath. And you guys, literally, I just learned this like an hour ago. So I don't even know what this means next. I don't even know what this means for me and for moving forward and how to handle it. And I'll do more videos as I learn about it. But here's the thing. I've had a realization that now allows me to discover how to dive deeper into connections with other people because I'm doing the work on myself to figure it out. And I have a couple points for today. Number one, you're worth doing the work. You're worth doing the work. You're worth putting in the effort. You're worth the tears. You're worth the discovery, because the other side is going to be so fucking unbelievably beautiful. It's going to blow your mind. But it's going to take you to get a little bit uncomfortable, to invest in some things that you're not used to investing in, to investing time and money and energy. And it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, right? And the other piece of this is that if you've ever felt what I'm talking about, that empath versus empathy, where you don't know how to maybe necessarily handle being in certain situations because you're absorbing all of their everything and you start avoiding people and situations because of it, like me, there's hope, right? I've already learned from Nikki how I can start to build these connections and share and shine light into other people and allow for connectedness in different ways. So yes, I can see you and I can see your pain and I can see your need, but that's not my pain and my need to own. I get to shine light into your bubble and into your world and light you up so you can find hope, so you can find growth, so you can remove yourself from that situation, that position, and let go of your hurt. So my next job is to let go of my own hurt. Obviously, I still have a lot in there, you guys. It's to release some more of the binds that have been connected to me, and it's to start connecting with others. So if I've ever hurt you because of my lack of connection, I want to tell you I'm sorry. I'm human and I'm just learning how to do this whole thing of life. And I'm committed to discovering how to light up people's worlds in a different way and help you discover your own light by making sure I'm vulnerable in my journey and doing the work to become my best. And you guys, I have this new tool now. I have this new resource. I have this new light to realize that I get to shine into other people in a different way. You guys, thank you so much. I know this was a lot longer than normal, but it's craziness for me. I appreciate every one of you. Can you please do me a favor? Number one, subscribe, right? If you haven't made a YouTube account, make a YouTube account. You guys, you should be subscribing to all this freaking wonderful things. I'm like, YouTube is the best social media out there. There's so much education and so many beautiful things. Okay, so do that. Thank you so much, my love. You shine so much light to me. I love you so much. Do that. Like the video. That makes a big difference. And then comment below any experience you have with this. Do you feel like you're an empath? Do you feel those feelings? Do you know how to have empathy? Are you willing to dive into yourself? So if you're committed to any personal growth, commit to that and let me know in the comments, you guys. I love you so much. Share this video if you think that it could help someone else. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a blessed, beautiful day. Light and love from my car to yours. I don't even know how to stop the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my best to start pushing buttons. Thank you guys so much for watching. Callie Carol, goodbye, my dears. Save, highlight, share. Oh, it's sharing while I'm doing it. That's weird. Push this button. Seriously, guys, I don't know how to, I don't want to press the X. What if I press the X and it like just goes away? It does. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Bye.